Uh, I am, your guys' business development manager here for Magical Dreams. I'm from Expedia TAAP. As I was saying, there's new features that I would like to give you guys a heads up on so that you guys can actually be more familiar with the platform. And I will pretty much, well, I would begin to like I was telling there, I like to do more of a more of a hands-on training. I don't like to show you guys slides. I know it's boring. It can be boring. So therefore, I want to start off by just giving you guys the actual incentive plan. I do understand that a lot of agencies, a lot of agents don't actually know exactly how Expedia pays and how you can actually find this. So I'll go from bottom to top. As you guys know, we do have activities. Under activities, we have over 17,000, 170,000, I'm sorry, activities that we have access to, where you have, you know, Disney ticketing, you do have Broadway ticketing, attractions, guided tours, etc. There's 10% that's being paid to you guys, as well as the airport transfers. There's a 10% being paid. For car rentals, the actual percentage is at 6% that gets paid to y'all. And then on our packages, there is a 5%. 5% it gets paid to you guys as well on the packages when you book a flight. And it's a round trip flight and at least a one night hotel. You do get a 5% commission out of the total value. And finally, properties are divided into four. We have our basic properties, which you get a 3.5% commission on basic. Basic Plus, which is a 6.5% commission, Premium Plus, which is a 9% commission, and finally, Premium 9%, and finally Premium Plus, which is an 11% commission that you guys get paid. As you know, we have different tiers. So the standard tier, you don't have to reach a minimum. Silver tier, you have to reach a minimum of 40,000, and as you can see, it increases from 11 to 12, from 9 to 10, from 6.5 to 7.5. Basic, it's from 3.5 to 4, and the packages remain the same. Car rentals do increase to a 6.5%. Airport transfers and activities is the same thing. And then once we reach gold, it does increases as well. As you can see, here is the incentive plan, where and we can actually find the incentive plan right under our actual TAAP menu. We click on the TAAP menu. Here it is, incentive plan. So this is how the actual platform looks like, right? We have the incentive plan. We have the report, the quotes, our itinerary builder, um, everything that we need to do. It is right here listed under the TAAP menu. As you guys can see, right here you have the language. It's either Spanish or English. The support team, you guys can always click under the support team and it would send you back to the chat, or it will send you to the chat where you can actually chat regarding, changing a booking, cancellations, anything you guys want. It's right here. If you scroll down, there is more options to how you can actually communicate with the support team. If you guys don't like to, get the help from support through the chat, you guys can always click on your name, and your name would actually have the phone number to the support team, 866-925-7718. It's the phone number, so you guys can contact them. It is important for you guys to always get an S case number. The support team should provide you with an S case number always. That way, if they're not helping within the actual time frame that they stipulated, then you can always send me the S case number and I can work for you. I can work with them for you or escalate them so that we need the help that we want. That it is within the actual support team. Pretty simple. I'll go into the platform a little bit more. I know that a lot of us, I myself, I don't do it. I don't scroll down through the actual pages that I actually use. So as you guys can see, you have your notifications right underneath the actual search engine. You are always going to have any particular sales that we have. So as you can see, there's a 25% off within properties, US and Canada, pretty much domestic. there you guys are always going to see the actual sales on this particular page. And then right underneath, you have the Expedia TAAP rewards. As you guys know, you have to enroll to earn TAAP rewards. For every dollar that you book on a property, it's a point that you get. And with those points, you can redeem them for more than 150 retail companies that we have access to. The travel agent tools has your quotes, your trips, your travel documents that you guys can create, and then right underneath you have your dashboard. The dashboard gives you the information of your agency, your performance, individual, and then the deferred payment. Deferred payment, it's a line of credit that Expedia implemented that you guys can actually use for a for property reservations. I'll share a video right now where I would be able to find it right here under the TAAP Academy. So I'll click under the TAAP Academy. I'll get the information, um, and then I will just type in the word that I want, deferred payment, and here it is. Let me know if you guys hear it. Can everybody hear it?
No, you did not click to share with audio, so you'll have to stop sharing and share again.
Okay.
There's also a box
Yes.
you have to click to share with audio.
Right. Yes. I figured. So share and then share sound. All right. So there it
Deferred
is.
payment.
Everyone can hear it now, right?
Lovely, yes.
This video shows you how to make property bookings using deferred payment. Deferred payment is a feature that allows you to book prepaid property rates without the need for immediate payment, giving you the flexibility to pay right up to the cancellation deadline. Deferred payment is available for rates that are booked between 14 to 365 days in advance. Full refundable rates, rates not requiring a deposit, and package rates. Start by searching the location and selecting the preferred property. Next, find the rate you want to book. Choose the Pay Now payment option. To pay for the reservation using deferred payment, look for the green banner. Pick the option to pay later. The payment due date is automatically scheduled for 7 days before the cancellation date. But you can amend this by selecting your preferred date. Add the form of payment and review the important information section. Click Complete Booking. For changes to the deferred payment scheduled date or the credit card information, click on Manage Deferred Payment Bookings. To learn how, we recommend you view the video on Manage Deferred Payment Bookings.
Awesome. So that Indira, that is, we can always activate that for you if you would be interested on. This is a great tool that we implemented this year, and well, not this year, but a couple of years back. It has been a huge request among agencies, and now it is a fact. So we can always implement it for you guys. So I'll go right underneath. I mean, here you can actually see the most selling areas and properties. Right here, it's pretty much for the TAAP Rewards program, what you can actually redeem for, and our luxury collection. We do have really really good luxury collection, so you guys can actually book anything within Expedia tab. We do have over 3 million properties that you guys can actually book for. So here it is, 3 million properties, including 35 different types in 200 countries, 500 airlines, including low cost carriers with access to 6,500 airports, 110 car rental companies in nearly 3,000 locations, and 170,000 tours between activities and attractions. So all of this you can actually find within Expedia tab. I'll go and do a quick search so that I can go ahead and do a comparison. Right now, I want to focus on the difference between standalone rate, and package rates. So I'll go ahead and just do a quick comparison. I'll choose Cancun. I'll do for next well, I'll do a week within the month of October. Um, one room, two travelers. I'll search, and once I'll do the search, as you guys know, the actual the search engine, it's pretty user friendly. You guys have on the left hand side, you got your filters where you can actually filter by the tiers, the commission tiers. So if you guys do like to get the highest commission, you can get premium and premium plus properties. You guys would be able to do that. The actual zone that the area that you want to be on, the pricing, the stay, the neighborhood. I mean, as you guys can see, the left hand side is going to be your best friend since you have all of the options, all of the filters, the most common ones that you guys would be able to just filter by, the amenities, the star rating, reviews. All of this is going to be on your left hand side. So I choose, to get highest the ones with the highest commission. So I'll choose the Sunset Cancun all inclusive resort. And once you choose on it or once you click on it, you do get a review of the actual property. The pretty much what's within the property, within the area, etc. And then you get to choose your room. Where you get to choose your room, I don't know if you guys noticed, but right underneath the actual reserve button, you have the generate quote option where you guys can actually generate your own quote and send that over to your client. So you click on generate the quote, and then you can add in your logo, the name of your company, your name, your email, everything you need. It's going to be here. So you guys can always just name the actual quote. So in this case, as you guys can see here on the quote, it does give me the option to add an agency service charge. This is within the quote and even without the quote. We do have that option nowadays. Agency service charge can be added. So in instance, I want to add, $50 per se. I will apply it, and this that I apply would be my final rate, $2,334. As you guys can see, it's listed here to them. So all of the agency service charges would be listed. The invoice that is sent out to your travelers, it does show the actual agency service charge. So if you are going to add it, just let them know up front. You can manage it differently. An agency service charge, an engagement fee, whatever type of fee you want to add. And as you guys can see, it does give you a percentage, so 2.18%. So I'm only adding a 2% out of the actual booking. You can manage it however you want. And right underneath, you can either show the cancellation policy or hide the cancellation policy or even the price if you guys don't want to add the price. If you guys want, you can always just copy it and add it in a message in the message, and then just preview your PDF. Once you preview, it's going to ask you to save the PDF. So right underneath, there's the save as PDF. Once you save it, right here, it's going to have more likely the actual printer. So all you got to do is change it. So you save your PDF, you click under save, and it's going to send it to your email and or to your desktop. Is going to save it on your desktop, and then you can always just send it over to your client by email. So this would be under the generate quote too. So I'll just go back to what I was doing, the actual reservation. So I want to get the junior suite with the double bed. That sleeps is what this one sleeps up to 4. However, we only did it for 2. So I'll click on the actual reserve button. I'll reserve it. I'll pay it right now, and then all of our items look the same. The check-in person, the main driver, the passenger, everything. It's always going to be the person is going to be traveling. It's always going to be at the beginning. Then you have the payment method right underneath, cancellation policy and important information, and for you to complete booking. As you guys can see on the right hand side, you have a review of what you're actually booking. You're booking a one junior suite from the 13th through the 20th on 7 nights at the Sunset Scape, Cancun. Here, as you guys can see, this is your total final price, including taxes and fees, $2,284. This is your price right here. and we can add on our agency service charge. It would be paid if we add on. So let's say we're getting right now $239 as our actual commission. We want to get an additional $50. So it will be all included. You would get paid this would all get paid all together, not 239 and 50. You would get paid the whole 289, and that it's paid a month after the reservation is completed, as you guys know. So my rate without the actual agency service charge is $2,284. So, and we said this is at the Sunset Scape Resort. So as I said, I want to show you the difference between the actual package rates and the standalone rates. So always by default, you're always going to have the standalone rate. You can just change it. And as you guys can see, it says in bold letters, save an average of 20% with package rates, meaning, and it tells you the following legend that says that you understand and accept that package rates can be booked in combination with a flight, car, train, or cruise booking for the same traveler and trip as stipulated in the Expedia travel agency affiliate agreement, meaning that you can have a flight, a car, a train, or a cruise book through the actual um, through another provider. It doesn't necessarily have to be Expedia, and you can get a 20% off. So, in instance, this is Mexico. I already booked my flight with American Airlines directly, and I just need the property. So I'll do the 13th through the 20th for um, two travelers, and we said that we are doing the Sunsetscape, right? Um, Here it is, Sunsetscape Hyatt. We chose the actual junior suite with one double bed. So our rate it's $2,169. I believe our rate with it was $2,284. So there is a savings of around $100 by choosing the actual package rate option. The commission, I believe it's higher, 239 under the standalone rate, and we would be getting 271. So we're saving them $100. We're getting a higher commission, and guess what? We can always add on our own agency service charge. Add on an additional $50 instead of getting 284 like the other scenario. I can get 320 with a discount of an additional $50 to your clients. As we can see here, it's the same thing. We have the check it in person, the payment method, the cancellation policy, and the important information. Nowhere in this page it's requiring you to show proof or to type in or give the itinerary information for a flight, for car, for train, or cruise. So this is an option that you guys can use 99% of the times. I mean, at the end of the day, we have our travelers booking. They already have, their transportation booked. So this is an option that I wanted to share with you. The savings, sometimes it's a few dollars, sometimes it's a few hundreds of dollars. In this case, in this scenario, it was around $100 and a bigger commission. It's not always be this, and it's not always going to be the same. Maybe the commission would be lower, but you can compensate it with the agency service charge. So that was one of the main features that I wanted to pretty much show you guys to actually make a usage of. As you guys know, I'm gonna skip on flights because we don't pay commission on flights, and it's just pointless to do the flights. If you guys need to do the flights, it's pretty simple. You can just click on flights and you can do your pretty much your search. So I want to go from Orlando into New York, right? And I want to do the 21st through the 28th, or 1 week for one room, two travelers. So I'll do one room, two travelers, and I only need accommodations for part of my trip. So I want to do the 21st through the 22nd, and I'll search. So, and as right now, it's gonna require for me to select the room first. As you guys can see here on the filter by option, you're not getting the actual filter by the commission tier. since you would be getting a 5% out of the grand total. So in this case, I'll do the W New York Times Square as, to just make this easier and quicker. So I'll choose a room. Once I'll choose a room, it's gonna send me to the actual um, property, the flight. I'm sorry. On the flight, you can choose your flight, and then the page, um, the last page, or the page preview to the last one, it's gonna allow you to make any changes. So I'll select the first one. I'll select the second one. My return flight, and here it is. So review your package, my stay. I can change it. I can change my flights. Here's my flights. I can make a change of them, and then I'll go to the final details. So the flight information of the person, the traveler, the checking in for the actual hotel, the payment method, cancellation policy if there was to be any cancellation policy, and important information. As you guys can see, out of the grand total of $891, I would be getting a 5%, which is $49.05, as doing this as a package. That is the way that you guys can actually get commission on a flight. So I'll go ahead and just go back to the search engine. On car rentals, the one thing that I will suggest for you guys to do always, it's to get them prepaid. If you guys know, or if you guys didn't know, if you get the actual car rental to be paid at pickup, the front desk person can change the booking, or not change, but cancel your booking. We'll offer them an upgrade, additional or free, something that will cancel, that they can cancel your actual reservation, and they just book them themselves so that they can actually get the commission. So you have the option, the payment option, pay now. So I'll click on pay now. I'll get, the SUV, and then you know, it gives you an overview of what you're actually booking. So if you want anything extra, it's right here. So here's your mid-size SUV, 5 people, 4 door, air conditioning, automatic transmission, and unlimited mileage is pretty much for every single car that we book. And here it is, driving information, the driver's information, the payment method, cancellation policy. Most of them are canceled within 24 hours without a penalty. And then any important information, it's listed right underneath. So your right hand side, you're going to see your final price and your commission as well. What is it that you're earning? $2.45 out of 54 dollars. So that is within the actual car rentals. And wanted to pretty much show you guys activities. This is one of the biggest pluses that we have with Expedia. We do pay commission on Disney ticketing. 1 or 2 days, we do pay commission. You guys don't have to build a certain amount of money to get those commissions paid. So in this case, I choose Disneyland Paris. So I'll click on this 1 day pass, and then I'll see the ticketing. So I can go ahead and click the ticketing here, or right underneath, I can get the ticketing. So I want to do a 1 day for friends and family offer ticket, one adult, 1 day. I'll book it. And here it is. So it's going to cost me $85. It's going to cost my traveler $85. My commission is going to be $9.36. So $8 for standards. And then same thing, you don't have to do anything like Disney, where you have to fill in all the information and all that. It's just the name of the traveler's email. They get all the information that they have to fill in, the phone number, etc. And then the payment method, cancellation policy, and then the important information. You guys can actually use the ticketing on, Disney. You guys can actually do Broadway. You guys can do something within Rome, like a guided tour in Rome. You guys can actually do that as well. Here it is, Coliseum. There's a person that would actually, do a Coliseum ticketing. This is a guided tour. Let's click on her and see, what she offers. So it's Rome Coliseum with arena, Roman Forum, and Palatine guided tour. So she does a guided tour. You guys can actually choose the amount of tickets that you want. How many adults, children you guys are looking for. I believe this one does not give me the option, but you guys can actually, play around with that. Um, and here it is. It's a $53.53 guided tour 1 day. So we'll do this is 2 hours and 30 minutes guided tour. They do speak English, and $53.53. I get $5.89. One of the things that I do recommend when booking guided tours within foreign countries is for you guys to get the information from the guided tour person so that you guys can actually get in contact with them and let them know about the actual you know your travelers, if your travelers want to be picked up at a certain area, if they want to meet within certain area, anything that you guys need for them to do, they will do it. I'm pretty sure they will. And so that is on this particular end. um Airport transfers, they're pretty simple, 10%. So I go from Cancun, I'm gonna go into the Hyatt that we were on, like the Sunset one. Or in this case, I'll do the Siva. Uh, and, you know, just one way, one on, two travelers for this shuttle. So I'll click on the shuttle. I'll book the shuttle, and here it is. $19. I get $1.90 standard. Since I am on a gold tier, it's $2 that I'll actually get on this. And then finally, our groups reservations. I wouldn't recommend for you guys to do group reservations, since what you got to do, it's filling the information right here. So your email, your destination. So in this case, I'll do Cancun as well. That is my favorite destinations. And the 9th through the 16th or the 10th. And the group type, what type of group? If it's family reunion, if it's a graduation, holiday, birthday party, whatever it is that you guys want to do, you can always do that. And the amount of rooms, 9 or more, it's consider an actual group reservation, your star rating, 2 to 4, 2 to 3 stars, the price range, and then you click on continue. Once you guys do that, fill in all this information. It's sent out to an agent within the actual group's reservation. He gets in contact with you by email. He she will start sending you the properties that match this criteria, and then you get to choose that particular property. Like I said, I don't recommend for you guys to do groups, due to the fact that if you guys do groups, you can you have to split your actual commission. So it's a 50-50. Since he got all the you guys do get a better rate, but you have to split your actual commission. So it's 50-50s, and since he got you the deal and whatnot, and the commission will depend on him or her, he would be the one that would be assigning you or letting you know what is the commission that you would be getting. So like I said, I wouldn't recommend it on this, groups reservation unless it's really, really necessary. But this was, like I said, a quick overview of the platform. I want to know if you guys have questions, doubts, concerns, anything you guys want to add.
Guys, the floor is open.
No? So everything was clear, I believe.
It was a lot of
In
information, so
the
I think we gotta try to use it in order to understand it better.
um, I'm not sure if I heard you mention about booking and paying after. Like, if can you save bookings on Expedia TAAP and
Yes,
pay
he did.
later?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
The
okay,
deferred payment.
okay, you
Yes.
can.
Yes, the deferred payment option. Like I said, that one, and there I will let me know if she wants for it to be activated into the actual agency, and if you guys, if she
It's
does,
already activated.
It's already activated. Fantastic. So you guys, the way you guys would see it, I will show you. Um, you would choose a property. So let's hope this one has it. So you choose a property, you choose a room,
Remember, the room
and
must be a refundable room. If you choose a non-refundable room, you will not get the deferred payment option.
okay, so fully refundable. Thank you for that. And here it is. Here you can and under the payment method, you get it here and you just click on pay Expedia later, and then it automatically sets up to be 7 days prior to cancellation policy. In this scenario, it's on the 11th, so I can pay by the 11th, or I can set it up to be paid before the 11th. So tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the 11th. So this is how you guys would be able to find it. And as Indira said it, it has to be a property that is refundable. Non-refundable would not allow us to do um, the actual deferred payment option.
So it's 1 week before the actual date of travel. You could
Correct.
Exactly.
you could
Correct. 7 days.
okay,
7 days
nice.
prior. Mhm. And it's automatically set it up. In this case, the check-in I choose is on the 21st. 7 business days, I believe it would be on the 11th. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, it's 7 days prior to the um, cancellation policy. So, well, cancellation policy is on the 11th. So this has to be paid on the 11th. So pretty much since I'm too close to the date, but it's usually it's 7 days prior to the cancellation policy, that you can set up or you can just set up the reminder for the day. If you want to do it beforehand, you can always just set it up here on the calendar, and it will remind you that it has to be paid at this amount of $172 has to be paid before this particular day or on that day, pretty much. Any more questions?
Once we make full payment with the booking, how many days does it take for you to send a commission amount after we pay the full amount?
The commission is paid 30 days after the trip is completed.
Oh, after the trip is completed, okay.
Correct. So in this case, the reservation is for the 21st of August. It would get paid on September 21st, or actually, it's through the 22nd. So the reservation ends on the 22nd. So you would get paid on September 22nd. And in this
Not
case,
necessarily, because Expedia pays once a month on
that is
or
exactly,
the 15th, so it may go on to October.
exactly.
Oh, so you get paid once a month.
When the trip is completed, a month
Right.
after the trip is completed, then
Okay.
it's processed.
Okay, and then you also said that there's no commission on flights, so how would we charge for our service to do if we booked flights through here?
That would be you would just pretty much let them know that there's an actual fee that you might be charging upfront, like a deposit that they might need to do to you. That would be the only way. As you guys know, there's unless you have a GDS system, or unless you go with the actual, you have like a consolidator with the actual airline, you can get commission. Other than that, you guys won't be able to get commission. So with anybody, just in general, flights are not commissionable. I believe this happened after 9/11, so they stopped making the actual flights commissionable.
So
A
like,
little before 9/11.
yeah, and how about like group bookings? Can we do on here also the
Flight group, Joy,
yeah,
is it flight you're
yeah,
asking?
flight group.
No, it's only reservations for groups.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, And then what about, I didn't really understand the standard package and what was the,
The standalone rate, right? And the package rate.
yeah, I
So
mean, I didn't really, you were kind of going a bit fast on that. So,
Mhm.
there was a little difference in basically the package rate. If you did that, you would get a lower discount, but actually a higher commission.
Not in all of the scenarios. On this particular scenario that we went over,
Uh-huh.
I believe it's here. Where is it? Continue booking. So on this one, this is the package rate, price where it was uh $2,169. The commission was $271 under the package rate. As you guys know, you don't have to have your transportation booked through us. You can have your flight, car, train, or cruise booked through another provider, and then change the search engine to package rate. You get you get up to 20% off. That it is guaranteed. The commission
I'm
can
kind of
be
confused
higher
right there. I'm a little right there. You said we could use another vendor for what?
for your flight, car, train, or cruise.
Okay. And
Yes, so you
then,
don't necessarily have to have your transportation booked through us. It can be booked through
oh,
another vendor, another provider, and
okay.
choose the package rate option to get that 20% off.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
and then the commission that you're showing right here is the actual commission for the hotel booking. But then you also said we could also add an addition fee,
right.
a service
Uh,
fee, or what do you call it?
Agency service fee or service charge.
Agency, agency service charge, okay.
Exactly. Now, like I was telling you guys, it is important for you to let your client know, your traveler know that you would be adding an agency service charge. Since
Mm.
if I add or $50, I'll click on apply, they'll get this invoice, the price, the taxes included, and then agency service charge. So they are going to show it on this. They would be it would be visible to them on the actual invoice. As you can see, nowhere on this your commission is showing, but the agency service charge is if you happen to add any agency service charge.
Oh, okay. So then that's because I was kind of confused as to if they saw the commission part, but then they also saw the service charge, they might question both.
Right, exactly. No, they won't see the commission part, but
Okay.
they will show the actual agency service charge part.
All right, that makes sense. Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
No problem. And so, therefore, any more questions, guys?
Um,
No more
do you
questions?
I mean, I specialize in Vietnam, so do you do any specialized golf resorts or anything like that?
Well, we would have to search and see if there is, uh, any, so you can do.
And when you say package rates for, let's say, just for what you've done so far, a package rate is basically hotel and a car rental, or
No,
what does it
remember,
include?
the package, it's package right here, right on top. Package, it's property and flight, property and car. The
Okay.
package rates, on the other hand, here it is. It's right underneath properties. You
Uh-huh.
save an average of 20% if, on the booking, on the property reservation, if you have a flight, a car, a train, or a cruise already booked, even if it's through another provider.
So how do we show that we have it through another provider? We have to um submit
You
to
don't
you?
have to.
Oh,
You don't have to show proof. So, in instance, you asked for Vietnam, right?
yeah.
So Expedia understands that
You
you
can't
need
rent
a
cars in
flight.
Vietnam. Yeah,
Exactly. I mean, you can't take your car from the US into Vietnam, right? So
yeah,
you must have an actual flight booking. So it's by good faith. And
yeah.
because 100% of travels or 99% of travels are always going to have some sort of transportation.
Mm-hmm. So you just click that box and you'll automatically get a 20%.
Exactly. You just select that you understand, then you do
Mhm.
your Vietnam and then your dates and whatnot, and then your search. And then, like I said, your filters are gonna be here. So,
Mhm.
you can actually filter by, you know,
How do we
pretty
filter
much.
to go to Gulf resorts?
I don't think we have that option. Well, golf course, here it is.
Yeah.
So you can just, it gives you the ones here that might be, golf resort property.
Mhm.
Yes. So
So you said
any,
like in
uh-huh.
Rome, you had tours of tour guides that would be able to pick our client up for doing a typical tour somewhere. So we could basically do the similar kind of thing with our tours in Vietnam. We could just go through here rather than finding our own tour guide. Would you have that on this also?
I'm sure we might have it. It's just a matter of just searching for it, under the actual activities, and maybe we might
Maybe you
have it.
put SAPA, you put SAPA and see if there's any tour guides for SAPA. SAPA. Uh-huh. Sapa, Vietnam. No, not Sapa Lake. Oh yeah, Sapa.
So as you can see,
Mhm.
we might have it. I mean, it's just a matter
Mhm.
of you just playing around with the actual platform.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see the tours there.
hmm So yeah, I mean, like as you can see, whatever you can think of, whatever you actually do have
Mm.
in mind, or that you're actually being asked for, you can go on under Expedia tab and you can search it. And if it's there, then as you can and you can book it, and as you know, you get this commission where activities 10%, properties up to 11%, car rentals 6%. And if you forget about it, you can always go under the tab menu, go under the incentive plan, and you would be able to see what is the commission that you'll get. So there it is. Here it is. So any more questions, guys?
That's it. You said the only other thing that we needed to do was apply for the TAP rewards.
Joy, I will
Correct.
show you, I will show you how to do that.
Okay.
Awesome. So anything else, guys?
Crystal, you have any questions?
Hi, good night. Not at this time because I joined a bit late, so I didn't get to hear everything that was shared.
That's fine. We have it recorded, so when you view the recording, if any questions pop up, you could always ask. Nia, you good?
Good night. I'm good.
Okay,
Awesome.
Jerry, there are no questions. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us tonight.
Thank you, Indira, for you guys for taking the time. As I was telling Indira, I will be your point of contact. As I said, any support issues that you guys might have, please just send me the S case number. That way, I can help you guys out with me forwarding over um, to our actual team, in this case the support team, so that it can get situated. Anything else that you need besides the actual support, please let me know. I would be your guide. If you guys need any help, anything, please let me know. I'm here for you. I just want to wish you guys to be successful. Like I said to Indira, uh, I don't want you guys to use a platform. I want you guys to know that you have Expedia as an option, and use it as wise as you can to where it can benefit your pocket. So that is, my main point for y'all.
Thank you.
No, thank you guys. Thank you. That being said, I do want to thank you again for your time in there, for everybody's time. I'll let you guys go, and all of you guys have a great night.
You too. Bye,
Yeah.
Jack.
Thank you.
Same to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye, guys.